Hi. Welcome to today's intuitive message. I'm going to say it's an intuitive message. I feel a little bit uncomfortable, so you might be feeling just a little agitated, maybe. And I'm going to just go straight from the heart, okay? First of all, I'm going to anoint myself because I feel like I am about to channel and I really need to ground myself. So in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I felt so many things turning this camera on, and I feel really like critical of myself right now in my head. Like you might be just so self-critical right now. My thoughts are like wanting to almost tear down everything I say, you know, and so you might have noticed that there's just a real criticism that's coming over you. When I was getting ready, I was actually going to go to the gym, and I felt not 3 times. I'm having a hard time speaking too, so you might be 2, 3, 4 on my clock. You might be struggling to get your words out or to find the words that you want to say. It might be to do with a specific situation, but you are really wrestling today. I'm seeing like a windstorm, okay, and just a swirling going on, and I can feel it in my body. So this is not your baseline. This is an impactful, the word I'm hearing is impactful moment of decision, of testing, of, is testing the right word? It's a pivotal moment because what I'm sensing is that you are deciding right now what you're going to believe is what I'm getting. And the feeling I had before, this is like, feels like it's taking me forever to get this message out, which could also be for you, whatever you're processing, it could just be taking you forever. I'm getting irritated even by my normal, if I'm listening to something, it's always very peaceful. I'm getting really irritated by everything. I'm going to have a drink because my throat feels blocked. Okay, your throat chakra could be blocked or shut down right now. Okay, Holy Spirit, help me. All right, so I feel really vulnerable right now because instead of feeling like I had my message all together, I actually felt that I had to go ahead and start. I sat here and deliberated and got all my thoughts together and felt like I had things as lined up as I could, and then as soon as I hit record, it just all kind of fell apart again. So I do really feel that you feel like you're kind of falling apart, like you can't hold it together. As soon as you get things lined up, it's like and the message that was coming through this morning as I was getting ready was, I noted maybe 6 times where I just felt condemnation. Condemnation. What does that word mean? You feel condemned. And what does that mean? It's like, to me, what that says is there's an old belief system in here. And perhaps we are dealing sometimes with an external voice. Yeah. You know, guys, on this channel, I do not focus on demonic stuff because what you behold, you become. And I don't personally, I don't know about you, but I don't want to focus on that. I don't need to do spiritual warfare. I have the glory of the Creator living within, and I have a wall of fire around me. Okay, I don't need to do warfare. So I don't want my atmosphere filled with fear, which it was for a long time because I actually did demonology and I really studied and applied myself to those things. And thank God Yahweh just freed me from that because I realized that what I needed to do was start to turn my mind towards good things, which is maybe why I'm saying this to you, because you might be thinking, is this an external thing coming at me? Is this some like a curse? Is this like witchcraft? Is this like a demon? Is it something attacking me? And what I feel like you need to hear in that regard is maybe, hey, sure, whatever. Maybe a combination of things. Doesn't matter. It does not matter, because you have only to move these things. These gates, these little eyes that we have are the gates, the windows of the soul, and we have to get these onto what is good and noble and lovely and positive and what brings us joy. And we have to, with our sovereignty, you are made in the image of God. You are a little God. You are a son, you are a daughter. If you can hear me here, but this right here, I can even feel, like, I can feel your mind, and it's so, it's like it's almost blank. It almost keeps going blank because you just keep going back and forth or something like that. I can't really explain, but peace is what I hear. Peace is what I'm hearing for you. Peace. All right. When I think of what condemnation means, I don't even know if I finished that sentence. I think of some thought, belief that says it's going to turn out badly. Okay? Condemned, right? So let's say you're condemned in court to whatever. You're condemned is like you're gonna go and you're a prisoner. It's like this is your fate. This is the outcome. It's very cut and dried. It's not just judgment. It's judgment to a shut down end. It's shutting you down. The outcome is shutting you down. And I can feel that in me. And it's like every time I could feel that wave come over me, I would just start to say things out loud. And it's like you might be reverting back to like your mind might be trying to go back and find like, how did I handle this before when this happened in my life before? Or for you, your own spiritual practices. I remember when I was like, I don't know, a couple years ago when I was more in the religious sector, I had learned to say, in the name of Jesus, right? So I was like hearing myself start to almost want to do warfare and say something in the name of Jesus. But the thing is, and I might have said it, but I knew in my new human mind that I don't believe that anymore. I don't need to say that anymore, because I know what that means is that I actually exist in Yeshua, my universal truth. I exist in Yeshua's name, right? In the ancient world, a name was a function and a meaning and a mission. So Yeshua, if you believe in Christ, Yeshua's function, name, and mission was your sonship, his father's kingdom, your father's kingdom, sonship, ruling, reigning, okay? So when we believe, we are in Yeshua's name, all right? So I don't know why I'm deviating on that so much, except to say that I tried to maybe say something, but it was like, oh, that's funny that I'm trying to say that right now. So I don't really do that. I don't think that way anymore. So you might be going back to old patterns, or your mind might be searching for an old pattern to try to get a little bit of control over the condemnation you're feeling or the oppression you're feeling. Holy Spirit, help me. For right now, I'm going to get a few cards and I'm going to ask. And I felt to say this too. By the way, you guys, I don't know what your universal truth is. I don't know where you're coming from. I honor everyone. But in my universal truth, I believe that we don't need, by the way, cards of any kind. We don't need anything. I don't need paper. I don't need flames. to scribe, to get a message. None of that. They're all just tools. They're all just creative ways of interacting spiritually with the energetics of God. Not just the voice of God, but the energetics, the intention, your spirit family that's around you, all of those things. And I just felt that I needed to say that. This is just because I could sit here and just get a message clean in my head, right? People would call that prophecy. I could look into a flame and see something. In fact, I might do that because that feels right to me right now. I could shuffle cards. My intention behind it, 1, 2, 3, 4 on my clock. What is going on? So I had 2, 3, 4 for you the first time, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, which means things are aligning. Whoa, okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I feel like, okay, you're going to bring this together. I felt like when I picked this up, I needed to do this. Now you might be thinking, I need to do something new. It's not, that's what it is. It's not going back to the old thing because it's not actually going to work anymore because you've kind of outgrown it. You need to find something new, and you need to know that there's permission to find something new, a new way to handle this feeling of limiting belief, this new sort of way of handling spiritual warfare or whatever. The message is just do what feels right to your body and your intuition right now. Fire for me is very, very grounding. It's the element that grounds me the most. It's the element that I gravitate towards in any kind of trauma, in any moment where little t trauma, not big T, but so anyways, I'm going to stop talking now. And I'm going to just, Holy Spirit. I just heard dance. You might need to dance. You might need to put on some music and actually shake some of this off. That was my first thought. When I looked at the flame, I thought, oh, you're dancing. And there's a rhythm to it, you know? You might need to put some music on and lighten your mood up, okay? That is sovereignty. It's not hyper spiritual. Just because I'm doing this does not mean that this is more spiritual than dancing, you guys, or cooking a meal, okay? This is just my creative, fun way of channeling. So, but that is a message for you. It is about living. In Him we live, we move, we have our being. Okay, so it's whatever it is for you. It's okay. It doesn't have to be somebody else's thing. All right, hold on. I'm coming back to the flame. Hold on. Okay, that's funny that I just let out that breath and I almost put out my own flame. So that's funny because immediately what I heard was you're afraid of ruining something. You're afraid that you're going to ruin something. And what you need to know is that you're not going to ruin anything. You need to recognize and be aware that that is an old limiting belief. Yeah, and I hear Spirit telling me to put the candle down and to explain to you who you are. Okay. So you are not going to ruin anything because you are wrestling right now. You are dealing with this unseen world of your mind and beliefs. And the reason why this is happening right now, and it's spinning and swirling and getting warm, is because you are a son, you are a daughter, whoever this message is for. So you are negotiating your own powers right now. Sometimes a parent, this is what I'm hearing, you've said something to your child, you've given them an instruction. There's times when they're really little that you can see they got distracted or they did something different, so you come back and you give them the instruction again and whatever. Okay, you might do it a couple times depending on how old they are, but there's a time when your teenager or preteen or whatever has come and, you've given them an instruction and they have not done what you've said to do. And you go silent. And the reason you go silent is because you are going to now let them figure it out, whether it goes well for them or whether it doesn't go well for them. And I think that what the Spirit is saying is that you are scared right now because you feel like this has been left up to you. But there has been an instruction given to you. And what you need to do is go back to that instruction if you heard something and do that. If you got an instruction of something to do and then you haven't done it, and so now you're like spinning and things, then you can try that. Go back and do that thing and see if that brings a peace to the kind of swirling. Okay? Really letting go, you guys. I'm really letting go right now. And I want to tell you that I feel like this is what's coming to my mind. My go-to has always been studying, and for years, studying, coming at things with logic, head knowledge, really in my masculine energy, but also in my ego. And I don't mean I had the intention of studying, or that my intention of studying was prideful or like being driven by my ego that I knew. I think it wasn't. I think it was destiny and my own scroll unfolding. But what am I trying to say? If that's my go-to, and hold on, no, that's not the message. What is it? I can't get it out. I have left my old ways behind. They're not gone forever. I still have all of that encoded within me, all of my studies. They haven't left me. That's the message. It's not just about like giving up your old ways. It's everything it taught me is inside of me. Everything is part of my scroll. I don't have to push that away just because now what the Spirit has said to me over the last season is we're going to put that away. We're going to embody now. I want you to just come and sit and just channel. Just go with what I'm telling you. Go with what I'm showing you. It's like off-roading, right? And I didn't just get my license. It's not like, the Spirit just gives you your license and then goes, go off-roading. No, you learn all the rules first. You learn the traffic rules. You learn your comfort in the car. But then at some point, it's like it's time to get off the road. It's time to go have some fun. It's a little wild. It's a little adventurous. But the Spirit knows that it's more fun. And that is, thank you. That is where when I prayed, let this be life-giving, my God, I was like, lift this up off me. But like, that's the message is right now, yes, you feel a little scared. 21 on my clock. Oh, that's good. 21, to me, if you guys watch my channel, it represents God, the faithfulness of God, the faithfulness to his own word over your life. You are destined. You are a son, you are a daughter, you are powerful. You have been shrinking and like limiting yourself, and you think that everything is always going to follow this pattern. It's not. That's not life. If you are on a spiritual journey, especially if you, and I'm hearing this, if you are a teacher, if you are a healer, if you have and I'm hearing this specifically, you have a spiritual not authority over other people, but like authority and experience in this life that is meant to be shared. It is not just for you, okay? It is not just for you. And I feel like Spirit is saying, you need to go off-roading now. It's getting a little bit egotistical almost, like all of these spiritual gifts and things you're experiencing, they are not just for you. They are to be shared. And Kitase. I feel to pray in my spirit language now. Kitase. Seki. Kisa. Whoa. Kisore. Maybe you need to start speaking in your spirit language. Oh, and I just heard, don't tell me you don't have one. Because you know you do. Open up your mouth. I actually see someone in the shower. And you've started to open up your mouth just a little and you're like, what? And you're like, is this right? Yes, I'm supposed to tell you it's right. That's right, exactly. In fact, it's beautiful. And I think you had a moment where the water was coming down on you and you were starting to birth your spirit language. And you had a moment. You had a moment. And the spirit is saying, yes. Keep going. It's practice. Everything is practice. Okay. I have something in the back of my mind over here. Okay, actually, hold on. I'm just not going to look at the camera if that's okay for a minute. I feel to kind of just... Oh. It's a very big deck, this one. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit of peace. I feel like you might be experiencing some peace. I feel my left side is feeling quite relaxed and maybe even a little tingly. So the left side is the feminine side. So you could be healing your feminine side right now. In fact, oh wow, very, very clear message, very clear. I just saw you in your vehicle, kind of this like, yeah, robust little Land Rover, kind of cool off-roading vehicle. You started to pull off into this desert. And I see a fear of having fun. And I see a fear of adventure. It's connected with your mother. It's connected to a mother wound. It's connected, what is a mother wound? A mother wound is, we all have parents who are real people with real issues just like we are. But we grew up and we took on certain beliefs and some things didn't make sense to us and weren't perfect, and that's okay. This is not about blaming anyone. It's about experiencing and understanding where your shadow comes from. So I feel the fear of adventure is connected with your mother and with control. And for someone, it's like your mom could have been weirdly controlling the atmosphere of the home with an unpredictable nature. That could be someone, spontaneity, that maybe put you off a little and maybe just scared you. You wouldn't have like physically been scared, but mentally you might have been like, this is exhausting. I never know what's next. I don't want adventure. I want stability. That's the message for someone. It's like, that is what you need to do is you need to sit with that and you need to ask yourself, what happens? How does that make me feel if something is out of control? And then when you can sit with the answer to that, because it'll be different for everyone, then you can start to desensitize the fear within you. Exposure therapy, if you will, even in our thoughts, is healing. Okay? It's healing. So start to think through, how did my mom being unpredictable or spontaneous, how did that affect me? How do I feel about people who are spontaneous or unpredictable? How do I feel when I feel like being spontaneous or unpredictable? And just follow the thread with it. That's some shadow homework for you. Yeah, that's just what I saw for that one. Am I getting this one? Yeah, I'm going to get this one. This is my Soul's Compass deck. My hands are actually quite small, and this is such a big deck. But I do love it. I love the messages on these cards. I can feel a real lift and a peace for you. I feel a peace coming now. I feel like we're like 60% of the way there. I don't know if you could, maybe you like to rate things with numbers. Like, I feel like you should be asking yourself, compared to where I was at before, what's my peace level now or something? This one wanted to flip over. Awakening. Oh, something ancient in you is stirring. I told you. I can't get my words out. When you were in the shower and you were learning that tongue, that's what I was feeling for you. Something is awakening in you, and you don't need to be afraid. And I understand if you do feel a little bit afraid. I do. I think that courage is the real call. Like, courage. It's not about the fear. It's about how much courage do you have? Who cares what happens? I'm just getting this so clearly. Who cares what happens in that desert? When you drive off that road and you're in the middle of the night, who cares? What could come at you that's so scary, that would be scarier than you looking at yourself in the mirror and going, I'm scared. I have no courage. Like, I have no courage. That there's almost like spirit is going, I'm going to let you get to the point where it's more painful to be a pussy. That's the phrase I just heard. Than it is to take this damn adventure. Go on the adventure, right? And that's the spirit speaking. But like, you know, you've been sitting in silence. You've been sitting there going, like, as though you have to do it by yourself. You don't. And God has not gone quiet on you or pulled himself back because he's mad at you or because you're condemned or anything like that. It's like you're feeling the chaos of not becoming. You're feeling the chaos of not becoming. I pretty much know anybody who watches this channel is got a spiritual calling. I think everybody has a spiritual calling because everybody is spirit. You are more spirit than you are body, by the way. Most people. I mean, unless you have fully actualized and manifested the new human body, which I don't know anybody who has. Even kind of like my rabbi who I follow, it's like spiritual, giant. And no. Our bodies are our temples. They are the seat of the Creator within us. And they're powerful. And I feel like you've always had a connection with your body. That's the next thing I'm hearing. You've always had a connection with your body. You could be into like health foods. You could be just one of those people who's always looking at how to become healthier. Okay. I want to know, Spirit, how do you see, what is on, let's ask this question. What's on this adventure? I feel like you already know. So again, this is not fortune telling. This is confirmation. This is just tapping into how you feel. This is comforting. This is advocacy for you, okay? For your highest good, for your highest timeline, for your absolute who you were really called to be. So my question is, and I can feel clarity coming to my mind now. Thank you. What is out in this great big adventure of a desert? That one kind of wanted to come out, but I'm not going to take it. I want it to come flying out because we're on an adventure. Okay. Two of Wands. Okay, what's out on this adventure for you? Two of Wands. So this is getting ready. This is you are charting a course. Opportunity, visualization, discovery, getting ready, future planning, considering options, decisions. Okay? Two of Wands. Two is that choice, right? Which way am I going to go? That's really exciting. And confirmation, because so far you're having a new awakening, a new spiritual awakening, an ascension here, and you are planning for it. So actually, I said you don't know what's going on. You might actually know what's going on. You might actually be, you might be making plans as well, or this could be someone else or whatever, but that could be what's sending you in a spin. It's because there have been a few themes here of just like, do I go back to something or do I go forward into the unknown? That's it. That's the message. That's it. Do I go back or do I go forward? Okay. Can I get one more card for what is out? Planning, is that the question I want to ask? Hold on, I want to feel the question you want to ask. What do you want to ask? You're getting ready. You're going into this unknown, right? What do you... I'm hearing, what is this going to cost me? That's the question I'm hearing. What is this going to cost me? Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. That goes with the message I have written on paper. Holy moly. What is this going to cost me? Which is not a bad question. It's not a selfish question. There's actually a scripture that says, count the cost. And you know what? You have to. If it's something that's really important, yes, we're on a wild adventure, but you have to say, and you are doing this, so this will resonate with you. You have to sit there and go, again, it's like, is it more painful for me to stay here, or is it more painful for me to move into the unknown? That is counting the cost. That's awesome. Okay, what's on? I want to know, what is this going to cost my my viewer here, my friend, whoever you are out there? We're all connected. What is this going to cost you? Or what is this going to cost me, I should say? Okay, hold on. I should feel like I need to balance and center. You could feel like you need some stillness right now. What is this going to cost me to go on this adventure? By the way, and oh, that one wanted to turn over, but I'm not going to take it. Four of Wands. Okay. Oh, people divided. Family problems. So you could be feeling like if you take this route, I'm actually going to take that one. It didn't fly out. It just turned over gently. So actually what that tells me is you've probably, in counting the cost, you've probably come to some kind of peace with that particular answer of like, are people going to like this or not? Is this gonna mean that I'm less supported if I go this direction or make this direction? And I get the feeling that you've already considered that and you've kind of come to terms with it. What is this gonna cost me? Why am I never do that, but I feel like licking my thumb to get some traction. So maybe you want to maybe you're looking for something that will give you some traction. It's like get a grip, you know? It's like get a grip. Get a grip. You want a grip. You want something to like, you want some evidence, or you want something, a place to put your foot. Whoa, holy moly. Okay, that's too many. Whoa, that's 4. That's way too many for me. I can't, no, too many. Maybe you're feeling like there's too many options, too many. this is just overwhelming. It could be that. Getting a grip again. What is this going to cost me? Anything else I need to know about? Whoa. 3 of coins. Okay, sideways. Okay, so it's loss of motivation versus doing it. Almost like you, again, this is funny because this is another one kind of about support. So not learning from past mistakes. Really, 3 of coins, it's a loss of motivation, but it's also like stubbornness. It's like not committing. Whereas 3 of coins upright, it's like I'm taking action and I'm doing this. It's about collaboration. It's about getting into a synergy with another person. So it could be, you could be in that place. That's what I'm hearing. It's like you've almost gotten so comfortable doing it on your own that you don't know if you want to do stuff together. It's a little, can I be honest? It's a little bit selfish. I am sorry. It is. That's the word I heard. It's a little bit selfish. It's not, I'm not trying to be rude, but that is the word I heard. But it's not, it's coming more from a place of, okay, it could be coming from a place of just selfish. Like actually, let's be honest. Sometimes we have to be able to look at ourselves and be like, I'm a little selfish, or that was a little selfish of me. Fair enough. I'm not going to try to like explain that one away with something. However, sometimes, I'm actually hearing a lot of times we want to do something by ourselves out of fear because we've done it with other people before and we didn't have a good experience, or we lost control. I'm hearing that. We lost control. Doing it with someone else means you have to invite them into that space. And it could be that your heart feels a little small right now. Doesn't feel maybe that it can let people into a new space. You might not want to collaborate with people, but that's what you're asking. So your first card was, is it going to cost you support? So you could be leveraging that. And then you kind of had that one sorted, didn't you? And then the next one was, you're like, actually, that's it. You're really asking yourself. You're really reflecting right now on your own. Like, do I want to put this energy into it? Wow. I get that too. I do get that. There's some things where I'm like, I just need to go alone right now. Like there's things where I'm like, particularly, and I'm hearing this with business, I think that it's not always a bad thing. It's about knowing your season, because I really am enjoying building right now on my own. And it's not that I'm doing it all on my own. I have a few people who I'm about to start collaborating with, but there's a time and a space, is I guess what I'm saying, to do it on your own. But I think that what I'm hearing is it should be marked by, that's energizing for me. It's fun. I'm not latching on to territory or space, or you don't want to get into the place where you are like white knuckling things. That control is an illusion. And if you have control, wow, I have a very interesting image in front of me, and it's these, I see mold growing over everything. And I feel like Spirit is saying, when you have control over everything, whatever you're having control over, mold starts to grow on it. Death is inevitable. It will cause death and disease. Because control in relationships, even in your relationship with your money, in your relationship with your home, in your relationship with a friend, a family member, a lover, a dog, it doesn't matter what it is, a coworker, when you're operating in control, you are operating without knowing it in domination. And domination is the opposite of dominion. Domination is, I need to subdue something. I need to lock it down and put it under me so that I stay in the authority position over this thing so that I stay in power over this thing. And that comes from a place of insecurity. Insecurity. Sons are not insecure. Daughters are not insecure. We have the glory within us. We have limitless resources. We can create on tap. We can love on tap. It's not going anywhere. It's my connection with above. It's my connection with my creator, with spirit. It's like saying, okay, and it is the tonic, by the way, it is the medicine for fear and insecurity, and it is the elixir for courage. I've never said that before in my life. It is the elixir for courage, because if you realize it doesn't matter if I fail, it doesn't matter. I'm an heir. I have a birthright here. I'm here to do a task, and it's like the creator, heaven, everything is backing me and is going to get me to my destiny. So I don't need to worry about anything. I don't need to overly control. If an alignment doesn't feel right anymore, you come away from it. You don't control it and lock it down. You come away from it. You release. Dominion is the opposite of domination because it subdues things only for their benefit. In other words, I'm going to strap a child into their seatbelt to keep them safe, not to have power over them, right? So it's more about ruling and governing and legislating things in life with wisdom. With wisdom. Thank you, Spirit. Yes. Okay, one more drink, and then we're going to get you another card. I just want to ask. So control is another thing, just real quick. So will I be supported? Okay, maybe not. So you've kind of got your courage up there. Am I ready to open my heart? Like, to other collaborations, to people, whether it's with work or with any relationship, you're negotiating your own kind of inner stubbornness. Maybe it's even that, like, you've gotten comfortable in your season, and spirit will come as soon as the season is over and shake that off you and shake it up and move you on. Okay, anyways, and then the third thing is control. This will cost me control. This will cost me the courage to lay my control down. So I have to know what I'm afraid of, is what I'm hearing. I have to know what I'm afraid of. Why am I controlling something? Where is my insecurity coming from? And I'll tell you this right now. Insecurity comes from a feeling of unworthiness. 100% of the time is what I'm hearing. 100% of the time. Unworthiness. You do not feel worthy of of being loved, of being successful with whatever this adventure is. You don't, hold on, blah. I just heard my words and they were like, it was like, I heard like a ticker tape and I felt like, nope, let go, stop. Because I think that what Spirit is saying is that be careful to not just play tapes. Just play tapes. Like that felt like I was saying, and I was like, nope, because I don't want to play a tape. I want to be present with you. I want to be present with you. I want to think in this moment, this precious moment that we have. I want to connect with how you feel, not just my words, okay? I want to connect with how you feel. Because how you feel is the most important thing that you could know about yourself, but it's also the most important thing that you could trust someone else with. And we don't trust everybody with that, okay? I understand that. So was that the message for that one? Stop talking, because you might find that some of the stuff, like crap that's going around in your head, it's a tape. It's literally a tape. Okay. All right. Can I get, this is going on for longer than I imagined. Can I get, overall, if my friend here can lay down a need for other people's affirmation and maybe support, can step out of stubbornness, selfishness, maybe even step out of that constricted liminal space that you have self-imposed. I'm actually seeing the, what is it, Eight of Swords? That woman, where is Eight of Swords? Oh, I don't have my classic tarot deck anymore, but anyways, in Eight of Swords, there's this woman and she's standing in this field. She's got this long red dress on and she is she bound? No, she's not bound. She's got her hands unbound, but she's blindfolded. And there's like swords. Is she holding the swords or are they around her? I can't remember. But anyways, the message of the card, you can feel it when you look at the card. It's like she's like, I'm trapped. But actually, she's not bound at all. She can walk away at any moment that she wants. Take off the blindfold. Your hands are unbound. Look around and see where you actually are. Not where the tape is telling you are, but where you actually are. Eight of Swords is a little bit of victim mentality. And we have to be careful with that, because victim mentality can back you up for why you want to stay stuck. But you do not want to stay stuck. And Spirit doesn't want you to stay stuck. And I think you should get ahead of this a little bit, because it sounds to me like if you're getting the go, it will get more painful to stay where you are. It will. You'll know when you're ready. You'll know when you know. But I say have some courage. Just my advice. Okay, what's on this amazing adventure? Not what will it cost us, but what is a flippin' head for my beloved here? What is ahead? What can they look forward to if they trust you, Yahweh? If they trust you, Spirit? If they get into the car, what is that expression? Pedal to the metal, metal to the pedal, pedal to the metal? Whatever that is. Press the gas and flip and go, baby. That's just what? Sorry, I'm getting like overly excited. I think you're gonna get excited. I think you're about to be like, okay, I'm going. Like I can feel that in my bones. Oh my gosh, I'm getting chills. Woo. Okay. That's like I almost want to cry at the same time. I'm going. Eee! And I'm almost like in tears. Oh, okay. All right, stop. Whew, so, okay. What is ahead? What can I look forward to? I heard straight away me. First of all, me, says the Creator, says Spirit, me, knowing that I'm with you every single bit of the way. Every bit of the way. I'm never going to leave you. I'm never going to forsake you. I'm always here for you. I know you more than you know yourself. Okay, I just got Eight of Wands. Well, you did, but I mean, this is what the card is. Eight of Wands. Look at those jets. Oh my gosh. I can't make this up. Look at this. I was literally sitting here going, woo, let's go, right? Like, I can feel the energy in my body right now. This is things taking off, communication, swift progress, movement, air, travel. Ah! I'm so excited for you. Where are you going? What are you doing? I want to go. I want to go. Okay, look, that's so much fun. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, I think I can't. I'm just sorry being nosy. Can I have one more? Can we just have, what else is coming for my beautiful friend? Oh, and you're gonna, I can hear this. You're gonna be like, why did I not do this sooner? Why? I didn't know it was gonna be so much fun. Oh, and I can hear more. I see you like out there and you're like driving around this crazy new desert terrain. And I'm not like, you might like the desert, because I don't personally like the desert. That's not where my mind takes me for adventure. So that's interesting. But I'm always like, oh, it's very dry. I actually grew up near the desert, so I think it's beautiful and I love it. But anyways, doesn't matter. But so you're driving around and it's like sun everywhere, just sunny everywhere. And I think that what I'm hearing is it represents nothing hidden. The desert is kind of laid bare, isn't it? You can see for absolutely miles and miles and miles. And I feel like this is your spirit going, like you've been holding on to so much and feeling like you've got to hide things. And like, this is the representation. This is the creator going, you were not designed for secrets. You were not designed for like suppressing stuff. And your spirit, you are having this awakening. And this is like, you will feel more like yourself when you get everything out in the open, when you get out there and you get going. You're gonna feel like wide freaking open. Just like, I feel like I can breathe. Like I can breathe. What is out there? What is out there? What's out there? Tools. I just heard tools. Do you feel like you need tools? Skills? You feel like you don't have enough skills for this? You don't have enough tools? You don't need, well, I don't know. Spirit? Okay. Oh, what just happened? Oh, two. Okay, I'm not taking, I didn't see them come out, and also there's too many, so I'm not taking them. Spirit. Wait, hold on. I feel like I'm supposed to ask a different question. Okay, all right. Tools. What tools? Okay. Do I need a different deck? Do I just do what tools? Let me just do this. Yeah, okay. What tools? Okay, yeah. What tools? My left side. Oh, I'm gonna have to move. I'm getting my it's falling asleep. Do I need to ask a question about tools or skills? It's like, I feel like you're worried about something. What are you worried about? Are you gonna have enough skills for the new thing? Oh, okay. So I can hear you asking. It's like, I don't know this area. Okay. Hold on, let me just speak in my spirit tongue for a second. I'm comfortable knowing what my skills are. I have a certain skill set. That's part, I think it's connected to your kind of liminal season of wanting to like do things on your own. I think it's connected to that. It's like part of your comfort is coming from the skills that you have right now, the territory that you are in control of right now. It's safe because you know you'll be accepted. But the spirit is saying, your question about, am I going to have enough tools, is really you asking the question, will I be respected? Will I be respected? Will I have authority in this new place? Will I know what I'm doing? Or am I gonna be starting over? It's like, am I gonna be a beginner? Is it gonna require me to be that vulnerable again? Am I willing to start over? Am I willing to not be the boss, is what I'm hearing. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. So I'm hearing Spirit say, this will require not just fun and adventure, but humility. Because whoever you are, you're used to being the boss. And you would be, because your kind of personality profile on this reading is coming out as very like, you're in control, you it sounds like you are having to decide about having a lot of support or not. So you have a lot of support, or you have people who look up to you, you have people who respect you. You could be a boss, but also it's just that whatever your life right now consists of, it's comfortable, it's familiar, it is what it is, it's like, so really that is a challenge to you to say, do you have it in you to become the student? Because where you're going, you will become a master again, but every master has to become a student again. So it could be when I personally can tell you, I'll use myself. So I would be a quote unquote, I don't mean this arrogantly, but like a master of theology. Okay, great. So you study, and great. But then I'm asked to start embodying, which means I am light years behind other people who have been embodying and not studying, right? So that means I am now the student again. I'm having to start over. And my skills, no matter how this looks to you guys, this is all very, I'm not going to say scary for me. I'm not scared of it, but it's like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how these messages are going to come out. I don't know if people are going to respect it or not. I don't know. That's not the point of me doing it. I'm doing it for myself and who I'm supposed to be. And for you, because ultimately, as I go, I find it is absolutely it works. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you show up for me every time, Spirit, every time. So I think that's a message for you. Trust. Ask yourself, am I so insecure about myself? Because this is what I'm hearing too. When you're in charge of things, when you have a lot of control, people will think that you are more secure than you actually feel inside. So if you let that mask down, if you let that go and you go, well, I am actually going to start over, then I am going to, maybe you want to learn something new, or maybe you're thinking about doing a new course, or this could just be a spiritual thing because you did get like awakening. So I'm having a burp again. Confirmation. So it could be that you are, what's stirring is the new expression of your spirituality. And maybe you don't even know what that is or what it's supposed to look like. Trust. Whoa. Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, I just literally said it. This is King of Coins in reverse. So being ruled by materialism, stubborn, greedy, ooh, dang, possessive, hasty, miserly, disloyal, ungrounded, jealous. Ah! That's not who you are, my angel. That's your shadow. And that comes from fear. Fear. You're just afraid. This is exactly why you need to go. Because if that's going on and you're doing all, but you're actually this, and you're awakening, and you're also, this is the Spirit going, yeah, you're doing this. Yeah, you're seeing all of this, because you're counting the cost. You're feeling greedy. You're seeing all of that in you. Like, I really like to be in control. I really like, I don't know if I want to move out. I don't want to, but you are charting a course at the same time, because your spirit has already made the decision, but your ego is like, really? Are you sure we want to do that? Because we've done that before, or we don't like being out of our comfort zone. Yeah, you've already made the decision, my angel. I love you. I hope I'm not coming across too hard, but I'm really cheering you on. What you're gonna do. You're amazing. Ooh, high priest. Okay, these were so funny because these cards somehow got all mixed around, which is probably how you're feeling about your spirituality at the moment. Wait, things are backwards. I don't know. This piece goes here, but this doesn't go here. I don't get it. Exactly. Because you're supposed to start being the student. And one of the best ways to do that is to just open up and be like, okay, teach me. In fact, my daughter, this is coming to mind. She just went to a dance class and she was a little bit nervous about going because it's a new style she's not used to. And I said, great, go sign up for the competition. Audition for the competition team. And she was like, oh my God. And I was like, it's fine. Go and just tell your teacher, I do not expect to get on this team right now. This is not but I want to go for it anyways, because what I want you to do is give me feedback. How am I doing? I'm a total noob, but it's all about getting feedback as you go. Anybody who can be humble enough to show up and just go for it, but be honest, be like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing here. Anybody will help you, and you'll learn, and you'll probably, because of who you actually are, you'll probably sail past everybody. But not if you're not happy to start over. Not if you're not happy to be the student for a minute. There's no fun in pretending to always be the teacher. Boring. Okay, anyways, hold on. One last card. Overall, I need to, and I do feel like I need to, is that the same message or a different message? Getting a grip. Get a grip. Get a grip. Get a grip, my friend. Come on. I'm breathing again. It's almost like I think you just need to take a big, deep breath. Yes. Okay. One more overall. Okay. Hold on. Old money, a family family legacy. Oh my God. Well, okay. Let's do this. You are sitting there. This is King of Coins in reverse. All right. So it means this is who you really are. Okay. Really, who you really are is you are the ultimate provider. Strong sense of self-worth, financially stable, hardworking, dependable, successful, grounded. King of Coins is all about this realm. It's about grounding what you see in your visionary spiritual mind here. Okay. But so it's interesting that it went from king to 10. It's a step down. Okay. But this is who you are, right? You actually do have a confidence. You are successful. You are secure. You are stable in all of the things that you are already a master of. However, you step down, you take 2 steps. What was it? You go queen, knight, help. Queen, knight, page. Sorry. You go down to queen, knight, page, 10 of coins. So you take a few steps down, but you ground your new skills. They come out. Sorry, I can't get the words out. Legacy, security, wealth, lineage, buying a house, security, estate. It's basically saying, I don't know why I'm reading them all out loud, because that's what you would do, right? If you were beginning something, you would read all of those out. But instantly I knew when I picked this up, yes, you're going to be the student for a minute, but you're not that far behind. Look, you're not that far behind. Confirmation, yes, you will have to become the student, but no, you're not that far behind. And this is where you will always get back up to. You're always going to come up to the level the level of mastery, because that's how you grow. You're just kind of, I'm hearing destined. You're destined for it, okay? So that was your one overall. Spirit, is there anything else? Okay, I will share this with you since this video is so flipping long. I don't even think I'm going to edit it either. I don't know if I could be bothered. This is what I heard this morning, and I wrote it down. Do you see it? Just so I can show you. It says, prepare an altar. I may do a separate message with this one because it felt quite profound for this moment, but I'm going to give it to you first, okay? I, in my own time, felt I heard the Spirit say, it is time to prepare an altar. And I said, what is an altar? And I heard it's a place of exchange. And I asked, is a table an altar? Like, is it like preparing a table? And I heard Spirit say, no, a table is a place of consumption, right? And it's a communal and it's friendship and stuff like that. It's about being together. An altar is a place of sacrifice. It's private. And it's where you put your first fruits, your very best offering. An altar is an official request. So you might need to have this moment where you make an official request. Okay, you got, where is it? Your 2 of Wands here. So you got future planning, considering options. So you have some specific things on your mind. And this is your invitation by the Spirit to say, make me an altar. This could look like you sitting down. I make my altars here at my fireplace, and I just sit and I light a candle. Sometimes my altar consists of me writing something on a piece of paper, and I'm sacrificing it, so I'm going to burn it. Yeah? It doesn't, again, we're not hyper spiritualizing it, but it is good to embody acts because it helps us to ground what we're doing in this 3D realm. It solidifies it. Does that make sense? It'll make sense to you. Okay. You put upon the altar your expectation, what you're hoping, or sometimes it's what you're letting go of, but it's your expectation, okay? Whether to let go or to have something. Now, I heard this, fire falls on sacrifice. I wrote, it is going up and coming down. What is that? Oh, altar at a place of exchange. Yeah, okay, yeah. So it will look like to your eyes, unless you are a seer and you can see as you do things, it will look like you're just sitting in a room burning a piece of paper. But in the other realms, you are actually ascending and descending into heavenly places. You're going before the divine council. You're making an official request. You're not taking it lightly because you're not taken lightly. When we make an official request, we're treated with respect. That means your word has to be your word as well. If you say you're going to do something, you do it. If you say you're letting something go, you let it go. If you are asking for something, you lock in, period. Because you're considered like a deity, you know, like God's son, God's daughter. So you take yourself seriously, you're taken seriously, but I'll tell you what, fire falls on sacrifice. There's so much power and blessing in it. Now, I wrote down, I don't know if you need this or not, but I wrote for myself, what should I offer? Because I felt mine needed to be like an offering, because I'm in a really happy place. I'm in a good place. I didn't have anything to let go of. I was like, and so I don't know if you have something to let go of or something you're going to be requesting, but it's like I wanted to offer something to God. And there is a scripture that says, so what was it? David said, I don't want to take anything that hasn't cost me something. I want it to cost me, because if it doesn't cost me, it's not actually of value to me. So it may cost you your pride. It may cost you your status. It may cost you your position, you know, even in your own mind. It might cost you support of other people. It might cost you humility, but it is the fat of the cow to God. Do you know what I mean? It's like fire falls on that. The glory falls on that. Blessing falls on that. Favor falls on that, because that God understands that's you're costing your own ego. Okay. And then basically, I won't read anymore because it got into more of like a private prayer, but I heard God say to me, this is my promise. I'm going to pour my promise out over your product. What you put down, what you offer me, I'm going to pour promise on it. I will put heaven into the earth of it. I will put glory upon the matter of a thing. When you waste it on me, you gain favor, delight, and you gain the attention of heaven. And that is so powerful. I think I'm going to have to do another post just for that one, because that's just something to meditate on for a good minute. This is not all that we can see. And I know we always think, what if I go again? What if I try again? I've thought that with businesses and stuff I'm doing, but I don't have that old heart in me anymore. Like reminding Eve to me and you guys, yeah, it might be slow and steady. I don't mind. Go as slow as you want. Go as slow as you want, Autumn. I don't care because I'm free. I am free. And I'm healed and I'm just like healing, you know? And it's like, what's time? Who cares about time, right? So I'm just like, go as slow as you want. Just, I'm going to build one thing. I'm going to do one video at a time. I'm going to make one product at a time. And I just feel that that's a message for you. Take the time pressures off yourself. You know, remember that you were made before time. Time is just another tool. It's a measuring tool. So if it's time you're worried about, take the pressure off yourself. Okay, go as slow as you want. And God is going to pour his favor and blessing out on this. And it's not going to be like before. Because when God says, remember when it was 21:21 on my clock? I can't believe how long this video is. When God says he's going to bless something, it comes with no sorrow. It comes with no sorrow. It's the kind of thing where you're like, why didn't I do this before? This is the best thing ever. I love this so much. Maybe it's something that isn't forever. Maybe it's just a season. Maybe it's a job that, like, I love my job right now. I'm so grateful. I'm so glad I did, but I don't want it forever. You know what I mean? But then there's things where you're like, I'm so glad I waited for this. I'm so glad this because this is a long-term thing. And those are really important things, especially important to put on the altar to make sure we bring before on this beautiful altar. Anyways, I hear I'm supposed to stop. So I love you guys so much. I hope this resounded with you. And my advice only, be the student. Be humble. Let go. Go on this adventure. It's going to be amazing for you. I believe in you. Okay. And if nobody else has said it today, I'm here to remind you who you are. All right. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.